So, you can take it away as soon as you hear a code word.
Sounds good to me. All right, everybody, welcome and thanks for joining us here as Endre.com and Special Endre with MC Devs. That is me bringing you this Competo Cup Finals event. It is the finals, like I just stated, and it's going to be BeastyQt fighting against Naama here. Naama spawning over in the 3 o'clock position as the red Terran, and over here in the 12 o'clock position is BeastyQt as the yellow Terran. Now, these players are tied up. It is 1-1 right now, and I don't know, man. What do you think we're going to see in this one, Endre?
I have no idea. Of course, we can assume that Naama might be attacking once again later on with an all-in, or just, let's say, with a lot of SCVs here. Not necessarily on 1 base, might be on 2 base, and for everybody who joined in on the stream, because the German stream for Mr. Pink was down, he's back up again, so if you still want to check out his stream, you can switch back to him right now. So, but thanks for stopping by anyways.
Definitely. And let's see, what do we got? A barracks going down, and guess what, Endre? Another barracks going down. These players are doing the same builds as we saw before, as well as the same builds respectively, because it is a mirrored matchup.
Yeah, and when we take a look at the production tabs, all the same. Of course, in TVT, the first 3 minutes, most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, is basically the same in terms of what's going on here on the production tab. So I would just lay back, enjoy the beer, and give you the cam.
All right, that sounds fine to me, man. No problem. Enjoy that beer.
Thank you very much.
We do see the first scout going out from BeastyQt right now. He is sending that scout out in the counterclockwise position. He will check that. Closest ground distance and will not see anything, so he will continue his scouting. And we do see Naama going in the clockwise positioning and will do the same. So these players will see each other's SCVs pass by, give a little bit of a wave, maybe a bro fist as they pass each other by. We are seeing more Marines come out from both these players, as there's really not too much to differentiate here, except for the factory is going down a little bit early from Naama.
Yeah, factory is coming up for Naama, and for those of you who tuned in, yes, it is McDuff's co-casting with me, who was actually co-casting the whole evening. I'm very grateful that he's here, because I think we are already having a lot of fun. And one more thing, when this tournament is over, and this is the second game of the finals, when this tournament is over, don't turn off the stream right away, because there will be part 2 of the Special Endre McDuff's grudge match.
That's right, and
you are going down, bitch.
Now that I've got a new mouse, dude, you're gonna get kicked in the face with some awesome Zerg play.
So you want to hurt me with your imbalanced 30 APM or what?
Oh, a low blow, because my APM is not 30. Okay.
I'm sorry, 40. It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, it is. It's 42. All right, you want to fight about it? I'm just joking.
Sorry.
It's not really 42. We'll see what goes on in that matchup. But anyways, look at this. Command Center going down right now from BeastyQt, as well as, let's take a look. It looks like a starport going down for Naama. Naama building that starport away from his factory and his barracks, building it closer to BeastyQt. It looks like he's going for that 1-1-1 air aggression type build, as BeastyQt will finish up this Command Center, and as well as finish up that factory and go for the 1-1-1 his very own self.
Well, he is going for the 1-1-1, but he's not being too aggressive on the air, but more likely on the ground, because his reactor factory just spitted out a lot of Hellions here, and those Hellions are about to move in at the base of Beastie right now.
That's right, they're going to try to climb the ramp. They're going to see all of these freaking Marines that are just lined up in a great formation. They're going to go ahead and thwart that attack off. Those Hellions get away, but these Hellions are sitting at very low health. We'll need to go back for some repairs. And Naama not going for an expansion.
Yeah, no, I was
Scan
actually really, really lucky here because Beastie was not paying attention which Hellion he actually attacked of those three. So Nama only lost one Hellion, and those two other Hellions are still alive and now getting repaired. So even though he was not able to kill a single unit, still he's got lucky.
For sure, and it looks like BeastyQt, before lifting off that command center, he's going to go ahead and oversaturate his main mineral line so he can better transfer his SCVs, get more of an efficient type of expand going down. Go ahead.
I just wanted to say that he's also afraid of those Hellions, because if he is going to lift up the orbital right now, just imagine the Marines will not be able to just go for some sort of perfect wall-off here on the entrance to the natural like they were at the ramp. So now with his first siege tank out, he's only able to get out there. Tank will be sieged up pretty soon, like right now. And as soon as he secured the natural, look where we see the orbital command. So continue with what you wanted to say.
Well, you know, Nama now placing down his expansion. He was not able to completely oversaturate, but he does have quite a bit on his main mineral line. He has been able to keep up, or even take the advantage here in the SCVs, as he does have a few more SCVs than BeastyQt, even though BeastyQt had that expansion. So what I'm saying means nothing. We do have a barracks going down right now from Nama as he continues to move or to transition. He did not go with the Banshee play. He did get out a Raven, however, for his forces. Anyway.
Yeah. When I saw this Raven here of Nama, I thought, oh no, Raven, because knowing Nama's playstyle, Raven basically means a one base attack. But then I realized, like you already said, those SCVs he produced were indicating that an expansion was coming up, and with this expansion now being finished here at the natural, I think I really like the decision of Nama to go for an expansion play, because when you remember this game of Nama against Nightmare on Taldarim Altar, where he played an awesome TVZ series, he just had bases all over the place, so I really like his decision to go for a more macro-oriented play once again.
And it very well could turn into a very macro-heavy game, as there has not been much aggression that has gone down between these players, besides a little bit of Hellion death. Let's see what's going on here. It looks like double refinery going down on BeastyQt's natural expansion, and Nama already has his. And it looks like Nama's breaking down the rocks to go for that corner expansion.
Yeah, corner expansion it is. Most likely, Beastie now going for a scan here at a natural, so he knows about those siege tanks attacking the rocks, so he knows as well that Nama might be going for an expansion here, but at the same time, Beastie is taking out some rocks of his own as well, but not the one to the corner, but the one to the gold.
Ooh, so maybe he will go for that high yield and that gold standard. That could bring him in the lead in the economy. Let's go ahead and just take a look at that economy already. BeastyQt is falling behind with about 500 less income than his opponent.
But this is due to the mules right now, so check again in 1 second, and there we see they are pretty much even.
And yeah, that is correct. 45 SCVs to about 45 SCVs as well. So they are definitely even in their SCV count. It looks like a third base is going down from Nama as he is starting to expand and starting to take hold of the map. We do have some sieged up tanks here with some Vikings providing some great vision, and that Raven is going down. Oh man, it does go down for sure as these Marines start taking heavy shots, and Nama is under heavy siege from the lower ground from BeastyQt. He needs to take out these Vikings. He needs to do something here because Nama is starting to lose production building after production facility.
And Beastie, in the same time, was able to macro up so much stuff, even though he just killed a bunch of units right now. He's at 114 compared to the 81 supply, so he's got more than 30 supply lead right now. And he was just doing a great job at macroing stuff up. And now I had 2 more factories in production, but he had to cancel those 2 factories because of the tanks here sieged on the low ground. And looks like Beastie is slowly pushing forward with a siege tank. We'll lose another siege tank right now, but the second one is still alive, but still, because of the scan of Nama getting shot at, Beastie tried to lift up some units here on the high ground, but now Nama got 3 siege tanks out, a 4th one just finished in the factory, a 3rd factory just finished here in the back, and yeah. It was
a couple of Vikings, man, bringing out those Vikings to try to get more vision and try to fight off the Vikings that BeastyQt has. But BeastyQt currently sitting in the lead with the Viking count and now going for that high yield. This gold standard is landing down right now, so BeastyQt will transfer some SCVs and try to get that going. And this, it looks like he's going to go ahead and push forward, try to take out the Brocs back here, and maybe try to see if there's an expansion going down. Oh, he knows about it. He must have laid a scan down in that bottom corner, so he is going after that expansion.
I mean, Beastie, he always scans, but Nama's got a Marine here. He does know about the rocks taken out. Now he knows about this Marine taken out as well. And will he be able to get some units there in times? But looks how few siege tanks and how few units he does have compared to Beastie. So all those SCVs going down, orbital command going down as well. And the only thing Beastie needs to do right now is to turn back and go back home and enjoy his victory here, because he's pretty much ahead.
And by getting ahead, what do you want to do, Andre?
Let me just guess. Maybe a CV all in?
No, you're all wrong. You're all wrong. You want to get more ahead. That was the answer I'm looking for. So
actually, I didn't know that. Thanks for telling me, though, very much. Appreciate it.
So we do see that BeastyQt is moving back and starting to gain an advantage. He is placing down another command center as well, going for another expansion, getting a lot of SCVs on that high yield, and starting to pull in much minerals. Many minerals is what I meant to say there, as my English is failing me apparently. We do see that there is one dropship loading up with a few of these Hellions. They will drop down on this high ground, as it looks like Nama just trying to do what BeastyQt did, but not going to be able to do it as efficient as BeastyQt was able to pull his off.
And Beastie is about to drop some units on the siege tank, but doesn't matter. Not only GG, but the well played is already also called as well. So Beastie tying up the series, and this best of 5 just became a best of 3. So we have at least 2 more games coming up here on the Competo Cup number 38 with your one and only Special Andre and the even more one and only Duff's MC.
Duff's MC! Or MC Duffs, whatever you want to call me, you know, I'll respond. It's alright. But yes, I'm very happy to be here.